Hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm Patch. We're gonna be working on the book today. I'll see you at the tree. It's a really cool little book that we wrote, that I wrote, and yeah. Anyways, for a man, wait, for a maneriquista, for a manic maneric, for a maniquista, for a maneriquista. Arquista. I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm happy to have you here. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. You're amazing. I'm sorry I'm butchering your name. I'll just say Farah for right now. What's up, Farah? Good to see you. So we're gonna be working on the book today, and we did some proofreading yesterday, going through, making sure that everything was sort of like on track with where it needed to be. We might do today's goal is to actually get it laid out into the book, or into the pages, I should say. I was having some problems with it yesterday. I'm going to try to figure out what the issue was. Some weird issues with yeah, putting the text in, but we'll get that figured out. Not a problem. That's easy peasy. But we are going to do a read through as well. So what time is it now? About 2 o'clock Eastern time for me. We're going to be running until probably around 5. And then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go get some food, go for a walk, and then come back. And we'll start playing some games. And we're going to be playing, it's going to be game night in the Panda Den, which is my Discord. So if you want to join this Discord, you're certainly welcome to. I'd love to have you. I'm not sure what the game's going to be tonight. The Game Paw, who's the game master, I guess you would say. I call him the Game Paw, is putting together something, so we'll figure out, I guess, what that's going to be later. But if you want to join, I put the link right there in the chat. I would love to see you there. I just realized that that's not going over to our folks over in YouTube land. Good to have you guys. Thank you so much from both sides on Twitch and YouTube for coming in and hanging out. I just posted that link though in the YouTube channel, so if you're chilling out in Twitch and in YouTube and you want to join and like come hang out in the Panda Den Discord, I would love to have you. Absolutely. And again, thank you for the follow and everything else. You're gonna see like graphics. I just realized a little thing popped up for YouTube. You're gonna see graphics for both YouTube and Twitch. That's just how it's gonna roll for now, kids. But and unfortunately, you won't see each other's chats, but that's okay. That's okay too. You know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work together. We'll make it work because that's what we do. All right, let's go. I'm being silly. I got my water. That's all I really need right now. So, and I need you. I say that's all I need. This fills my body. You fill my soul and keep me alive, really. So thank you for being here. All right, let's go ahead and go and play with this book, shall we? So, oh, that's not true. Oh, I know why it's doing that. I forgot that I needed to, hold on. This will take just a second. We'll get this. We'll get this sorted. The thing is like anytime I reopen the page with my text on it, which is this guy, it doesn't automatically always, for this particular one, doesn't always automatically select it. So I need to like kind of go in, make sure that I've got the right document. And let's see. There we go. Oh, that does not look right. That is not right. The dimensions of that are absolutely not right. All right, so let's fix that. Let's do this to wait. Let's see the tree. Oh, where's the thing? Is it this one? It's that one. Yeah. So okay, well we're gonna do that. Nope. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Nope, that doesn't work either. We're gonna do that. Nope, that doesn't work either. It's interesting. Oh, you know what? I'm selecting the wrong document. Hold on. That would be why. Yeah. And that should be. Why is that not filled out? That's weird. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties happen. Okay. Let me fix this. Right? And then we can go in here, fix the crop a little bit. Right? And that's good there. All right, that looks okay. And I can see everything fine over here. So now we just need to do this. Right? We need to do that. Make that look sort of more, I guess, more normal-ish, right? And then let's bring this out so that we have sort of a good view, so you can see the actual story, right? So basically, what we're going to be doing is going through this and taking the information out. So doing a nice little copy paste. So I'll go in and copy some of the text and bring it over to the book, and we will. And then you'll be able to you'll see what we're doing here. So let me. Let's see. Oh, that document in the back did not select either. All right, let's fix that too. Because that should be working. That should be working. Let's see if the true Google Doc. Yeah, so there we go. All right. All right, you know what? It's fine. I'm not gonna stress about that. Yeah, it's totally fine. All right. So, actually, you know what? I don't like that there. I'm getting rid of that. Heck it. Heck it. We don't need it there. Right? Right, guys? Right, guys? All right, let's move this over. We'll center that. We'll make it center and special. All right, let's move this. And then, okay. All right, so now you'll be able to see things a little bit easier. You know what? Let me move Patch over a little bit. Let's move you over, buddy. I mean, that's me, of course. I'm moving myself over a little bit. And then if we have folks come in to chat with us, oh my goodness, I'm just going all over the place, right? It's that one, so they're there, and that's fine. All right, that works. That works beautifully. That works beautifully. Okay. I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. It is beautiful out here. It's in the 80s, a nice breeze, gorgeous day. And I'll be going for a walk in a little bit, and going down to the water and sitting on the beach and just kind of enjoying my time, enjoying life, because life is good. No matter how rough it feels, life is good. Life is good. Because being alive is good. Having you here with me here, having you all here with me is good. And I very much enjoy that you are here, hanging out, spending time. Really dig it. All right. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Here we go. All right, so we yesterday we got through to page 6, and then we ran into some weird issues where I went to try to move the text box, like this thing, and for some reason it got locked. And I don't know how or why, but you see how I can select this, right, and then drag that around. Oh, wait, I think I understand. Oh, I'm an idiot. So we have these master pages, right, that help us figure out like where things are supposed to go. But realistically, I'm just I made it a little bit more too difficult, a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, I should say. So basically, what we just need to do is copy paste the text area, or rather, when we paste it in, it should be pasting into the text area of the book itself, right? So this is what it does, right? And I can go in and edit and all that stuff, and really I don't need to move this at all, because this is baked in, because this is a master sheet. So it's actually easier, a lot easier than I was making it out to be. So actually, this right here, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna select this text block, and we're gonna get rid of that because this already exists in here. So we don't need to even do anything. It's funny. I made my life easier without even realizing it, because I'm silly that way. I am noticing that I'm getting a little bit of frame drop, couple of frame drops here and there. It doesn't seem like it's horrible. But like maybe 1% of the time we're getting a little bit of frame drop. I forgot. Sorry about that. It should settle itself out, hopefully, over the next 5-10 minutes. All right. Excuse me. All right, so we got the first part of the book in. So now we need to go to Dreamland. And same deal is going to apply here. We already got the text in here. So all we need to do now is, let me go to Dreamland page. So basically what I'm doing off the camera, you won't be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm going into the area where I'm going to then copy part of the start of this, because the first page I think is going to be like a little bit different. All right, so I'm going to toggle that document off, that way you can see what I'm doing actually on page. And I'm not going to be bouncing back and forth, so you'll just see me sort of pasting the stuff in. But I have this thought that I want to turn, like, I want to make the P like stylized. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have some like special cool P or something. I don't know if I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if it's going to be like a block with the letter with frilly stuff around it, filigree and whatever. Or if it's just going to be just a larger P, like we could just lower the P up a little bit, right? Make it like that, and bring this in. Oops. Now I probably would end up turning that into an image instead, so that I could bring this over to it, or move it over to there. I also want to I realized I didn't put any paragraph stuff in here, so I do need to make sure I do that, because it probably doesn't matter too much. It probably doesn't matter a whole heck of a lot, but like to me it does. Like I just want to be able to yeah, so yeah, so like this is gonna be like a larger eye. I'm not gonna use this technique to make the thing larger. I just kind of want to use it as like a way to figure out, oh, this is okay. Yeah, let's change this. Right. So we should be using let's get rid of that. Go like that. All right, and this way it's just going to be easier to edit on the page. So the first letter in they're not really chapters, but the first letter I want to turn into something kind of fun, I think. But yeah, so anytime there's a paragraph, we do tab, right? And this to me is something that I really like for myself. That said, maybe we don't need to do it for a. Maybe we don't need to do this for a book, but you know what? We can play with it, right? I'm trying to think of like the books that I read. Actually, you know what? Let me just grab one of my books here, right? I'm gonna see when I'm reading like a story. I don't remember if there are. Okay. Yeah. So okay. All right. I'm not crazy then. Okay. That's definitely something. Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That just it feels better. It feels less cramped. I guess. You know. It doesn't. It just. I don't know. To me it just feels better. It feels right. So that's what we're gonna do. The software I'm using is called Affinity Layout, Affinity Publisher. This is Affinity Publisher 2. And we also have Affinity Photo, which we're going to be bouncing back and forth to. Although that did not work. That button did not work. Why did that button not work? That's not good. That's not nice. Hold on. Toggle manuscript. Oh, the thing, it didn't save. It didn't save the little thingy that I did. That's okay. That's okay, because I can still just go like that. So we're, on this side of things, we're playing with we're going to be doing the book cover. So we need to, I'm going to take this, because it's in this format and because the book is going to be a 6x9, I need to make a template that's roughly, it's going to be 9 inches tall by, it would be by 12, but we're going to 12 and a quarter so that we account for part of the spine. And it could be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller depending on how many actual pages there are, which we'll know today. I mean, we'll have a pretty good idea of, within a page or two, which will be enough to give the more accurate measurement to figure out what the spine is. That way we can do a 6 by 12.25 right now, but maybe it's a 12.33 or something, right? So we'll figure that out over the next couple of days. But then I need to take this image, and I did some experimenting with it a couple days ago, and I think I have a plan for how to make this work. So I'm going to take this image, reverse it, paste it to the left, and then cut the tree part off, and then sort of blend stuff in. I'll use I'm using this is Affinity Photo. I'll use this to sort of blend things in and clean up edges and stuff. And then I have some ideas on what we're gonna do in the back cover of the book. But I want it all to kind of flow from the front to the back, so the actual cover on the book should flow to the front and the back. And then title. Got to figure out the title. So there is title that the artist did, which I absolutely love. Julian is an incredible artist. I'm going to be showing you some time-lapse videos, basically, of him drawing some of these pieces. It's really fun. It's really cool to watch the evolution of the characters, and with the ref sheet specifically, which is right there. He came up with pretty much exactly what I was imagining for these two, for the pandas. So I am really, really, really happy with that. But let's go ahead, and we're gonna go back to life. We're gonna go back to getting into editing the book, or rather putting the book together. All right, so we've got our first sort of chapter done. It's not really a chapter, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so we need to add some pages. Let's go with let's add 6 pages, because I think the second half is definitely longer than the first half. Yeah, and then when we get into the meadow's a little bit longer than the home part is short again. So the home part at the end is probably going to be about 5-6 pages. It's probably going to be 6 pages, and then I imagine this one's going to be 8. So let's add okay, yeah, including the cover, or I'm sorry, including the image. I'm gonna say that this is going to be 8 pages, but I mean, you know, at worst we take it out. Right? All right, so we have these wonderful pages to boot. Okay, so what I'm doing as I go through the manuscript on that you're not seeing on my side, I'll show you. You know what? I'll show you. I'll show you. Hang on. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm actually inserting page breaks. So when I look back at the manuscript, I know where the page breaks are. And that'll help me with a lot. So then, you know, as I'm, say, editing, let's bring this, can I move that over a little bit? Yes, I don't know if I can do that. Let's slide this over a tiny bit. So as I, you know, paste each of the things in, then I can, you know what I can do? You know what I can do so I can keep this up for you guys? It'll be smaller. But lock in the perspective there. It'll be smaller, but you'll be able to see at least that I'm, you know, where I'm coming from, or what I'm copying from, I suppose. Because, you know, I'm going to have this out in sort of this format. So, okay. That said, let's go ahead and shrink this a little bit more. There we go. All right, that way you can still see what I'm doing. And then, you know, when we go back and read it, I do kind of want to read from the book. I think that's going to be really exciting to actually read page by page. I think that'll be really cool. And you guys will be able to read along with me. I wonder if there's a preview. Like if I could see, yeah, preview mode. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so can I, if I want to, let's say I wanted to do this full screen. I mean, see the preview full screen. Can I do that? I mean, preview mode's kind of cool. Mode, I should say. It gives me a good feel of sort of how the book's going to look as it's laid out. Like, this takes into account that, or this should be taking into account that there is a, let's see, actually, it doesn't look like it's actually cutting off. It's not. Okay, so this isn't really, it's not really a preview, because this little centerpiece right here, the center line, right here, it's sort of highlighted green in the top, or highlighted green all the way down. That is the gutter, right? So that and going out, that's the very center of the book, very center of the page. So you're not really going to see the entirety of this left about quarter inch or so, right? And the same thing over here. You know, you'll see it, but you're not going to see, like, you know, you can say where my cursor is right now. And that's fine. Yeah, that's totally cool. That is good. But yeah, I'm gonna do some quick research. I want to see, because I want to know, like, can I split view, clip to canvas? I want to find out. Here, you know what? Let's ask AI. All right, do I have the browser online? I hope I have the browser online. Yeah, I do. All right, this is Alex, by the way. We're going to be talking to. So, Alex, I have a question for you.
Sure, go ahead and ask me.
So,
What's on your mind?
Sorry about that.
No worries. Whenever you're ready, feel free to ask me anything.
All right, so what I need to know is, like, I'm using Affinity Publisher 2, and I want to be able to preview the book, meaning I want to look at it without any of the other stuff around, so just the book itself, and then, like, use the arrow keys, let's say, to go back and forth in pages so that I can, like, preview the book like start to finish without seeing all the superfluous stuff around it, like all the the table selections and color swatches and strokes and stuff like that. Is there a way to do that in um, Affinity Publisher 2?
To preview your book in Affinity Publisher 2 without any UI elements, you can enable preview mode. Just click on the toggle preview mode button on the toolbar or go to the view menu and select preview mode. You can then use the arrow keys to navigate through the pages seamlessly.
That doesn't work because I have put on preview mode and it doesn't. If I go view preview mode, all it does is takes away all of the lines that keep me in track. I can't think of the name of what that is.
To get a full screen preview without the interface elements in Affinity Publisher 2, you can press the Tab key to hide all the panels. Then you can use Control plus page down or page up to navigate through the pages easily.
Oh.
Glad that helped. If you have any other questions or need more details, just let me know.
Yeah, how do I move up and down with the keyboard?
You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move up and down through the pages. Alternatively, you can use the page up and page down keys for quicker navigation. Let me know if you need anything else.
That does not work.
Got it. In Affinity Publisher, another option is to use the view menu and select presentation mode. That will give you a full screen preview without any distractions, and you can use the arrow keys to navigate pages. Let me know if that works for you.
I don't see a presentation mode in Affinity Photo. Oh, you said Affinity Publisher is where I'm at.
You're right, my mistake. In Affinity Publisher, you can indeed use preview mode to hide guidelines and other elements.
I know that I can use preview mode to do that. You said something about being able to do like a presentation type mode. Is that something that's available in Publisher?
In Affinity Publisher, there's no dedicated presentation mode like in some other programs. The closest you can get is using preview mode to hide all the extra interface elements. Then you can use the page up and page down keys to navigate through your document.
No, page up and page down do not work, and the arrows do not work. There's got to be a different way. I need you to do research on that, please.
To navigate pages in full screen preview mode in Affinity Publisher, you can press the Tab key to hide the interface, and then use Control plus page down or page up to move between pages.
All right, that works. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad that worked for you. If you have any...
All right, I really like AI. I really do. It's frustrating as fuck sometimes because it doesn't always. It's not always like really good at doing a lot of things. So, but that's really cool. That's really very very cool that we can do that. I like that. I like that a lot. So like if I'm in here and I hit tab, I mean I don't even need to do the preview mode. I can just, oh, I see why I would do preview mode because that would get rid of the guidelines, right? So yeah, all right. I must have just hit like a keyboard combination or something, as that was weird. Something just happened there. But hey, how's it going over there in YouTube world and Twitch world? I hope you're all having a good day. It's a beautiful day out here. All right, let's go back. So we were doing, we started off here. So let me bring over my texty texts. All right, so we do the page break right there. So now we need to go to the next page. So in here, we're going to bring in, I think we can fit, I don't know if we'll fit the next 3 paragraphs or not. No, we definitely did not fit the next 3 paragraphs. We fit the next 2 paragraphs though. As yeah, yeah. Come on. A delete. There we go. The reason I'm doing that is because I feel like I pasted 3 and I want to make sure that doesn't cause any issues down the road. All right, so let's put the. I'm gonna put another page break in here. All right. All right, so side by side, pause and patch walk deeper into the magical forest, and let's make sure our tab is in there. Do 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 do. There we go. And gently, as if gently nodding hello. Oh, you know what? We gotta get rid of that. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. Can we do like a half? No, it's fine. Swaying gently as if nodding hello, and then we move into. I'm just gonna go 2 paragraphs at a time because I'm not sure what we're gonna be able to fit. And why is that? That looks weird. Why is that doing that? That was strange. That was a strange little thing. It feels alive, Papa, like it's happy to see me. Patch knelt beside him, placing a gentle. I don't think this paragraph will fit either. All right, so we're gonna move. Dream is a part of you. If I take half of, let's take one of these breaks out. It's part of you. When you're here. Okay, so we'll move from when you're here. So we're gonna do when you're here. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so that then becomes sort of a new paragraph. But I'm gonna get rid of this. It's probably gonna bring up a bunch of other stuff. It totally is. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but for right now, this works fine. So this is a continuation of the paragraph before, but we're going to treat it like it's a new paragraph. It's a part of you. When you're here, the forest. Yep. Go back up here. There we go. Yeah, the formatting is going to be weird. Like coming from. So I have it in Google Docs, so copying it into this, and it, it's just gonna look a little strange sometimes. All right, so when you're here, the forest feels like your dreams, and the heartbeat patch explained. Trees hold the stories and dreams of everyone who's ever walked this land. Oz looked up his gaze, doopy 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 doop, and we can probably fit. Patch smile, did he do? We can probably fit this next sentence in for sure. Right? As old as time, and then I think we could probably fit the next one up as well. I need to close this. This is getting annoying. I need to close this up in a second. Yep. All right, there we go. The trees sway gently, and I think we can fit this in. Right. All the trees are friends. All right, and then we move into the next page. So we have our page break. Right there. And then we're gonna take the next. I'm gonna take the next sentence and paragraph first, and we'll see how this fits, how that works. Exactly, Patch said with a soft laugh, just like us. All right. The forest hummed with quiet life. Birds with plumage like jewels darted through the branches. Blah 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 blah. All right, and forest hump. Okay, so we're probably. I think we'll be able to. I think we'll be able to fit the next paragraph as well. I think that'll be no problem. Yeah, that's no problem at all. I don't know if I want to do the next sentence here, as it won't fit. I don't believe this will fit. I mean, I will try it, but yeah, that does not. That does not fit. Did not work. All right. That's fine. That's totally fine. We just move on to the next page. All right. Let's do this. Copy. And so we're moving past chocolate date 2. Paws giggled, pointing to a tiny bird that landed in a low branch nearby. Its feathers shimmered like liquid gold. It bobbed its head, chirping curiously at them. I think they like his papa, Paws whispered, excited. Yeah, and then we move into patch. This is the bird part. We wrote this in yesterday. I'm actually really like this this part. It's a really cute, I think, interaction, and kind of flows a little bit better into the next section as well, which makes me really happy. All right, did you see that? Okay, we can fit the next. I think we can fit the next little bits in here. Patch. Pause reached up. Alright, it would help if I have proper spelling. What did I do before? Did I use Papa as... Yeah, okay, that's why it's calling me out. Yeah, I feel like Papa lowercase p is better. I feel like that feels better to me. I feel like that feels better. That feels better to me. There we go. That's a better way to say that. All right. I'm getting distracted. Okay, so let me make sure I didn't recopy or anything. Patch chuckled. They do. They're saying they want to be your friend. Paz's eyes lit up. He took a step closer, moving gently so he wouldn't scare them. They gave a polite bow. Hello, my name is Paz. It's a pleasure to meet you. To his delight, the bird bowed back, fluffed his feathers, and let out a soft musical chirp, then fluttered to a low branch closer to the eye level. Did you see that, Papa? Paz said in awe, glancing back at his dad. I think they understand me. Patch smiled. Oh, you know what I'm doing? When I split the there was some place back here. It was here. There was some place where I split the page. Hold on. Actually, I know exactly where I did that because I wrote the thing. So Patch knelt beside him, placing a gentle. Okay. All right. So what I should do here is instead of breaking this paragraph up, because I don't really want to break the paragraph up, I continue it, and then on the next page, it goes into this thing like that, and then so part of this will actually go onto the other page. That's what I mean. So we're probably going to we need something that's going to be about that long. So maybe maybe this part, right? When you're here, the forest feels your dreams. And this is still too short to put over here, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to put that over there. Patch knelt beside him, placing a gentle paw on his shoulder. His voice low and steady, like a comforting melody. That's because it is, little one. These trees are a part of dreamland, and dreamland is a part of you. When you're here, the forest feels your dreams, just like you can feel its heartbeat. So, alright, my brain just had a little bit of a melt. And I wonder if, because it's sort of a nighttime storybook, and it could be something that is, parent reading to child, or guardian to caretaker reading to child, or to anyone really, their partner. I wonder if splitting it up like that feels too jarring, and I should just go back to the idea of keeping it as a separate paragraph. These trees are a part of dreamland. Dreamland is part of you. When you're here, the forest feels your dreams just like you can feel its heartbeat. Patch explained. Alright, when you're here, the forest feels your when you're here, the forest feels your dreams, just like you can feel its heartbeat. And it jumps. It feels weird to me. It, Even though I don't mean them to be two separate paragraphs, it just feels weird. I guess I could do that to indicate that it's part of the last paragraph, but at the same time, when I'm over here, it sort of ends, so you think it's a different paragraph, but then it just looks weird here. It looks like it's bad. All right. Okay. All right. So the reason I went through that was because um, I'm going through the same type of thing here, but this is going to be a little bit different, I think. Paws reached up, and the bird hopped forward, resting briefly on his outstretched paw before flitting away in a trail of golden light. He stood there for a moment, still glowing with wonder. Then he turned. I think I'm gonna do this. Because I think I could fit. Then he turned, right? Then he turned, grinned, and grabbed his father's. Then he turned, grinned, and grabbed his father's paw. I like this place, he said softly. Patch gave his paw something, something, something. We go like this, and I think I can fit these next two paragraphs. Boom, 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 and boom. All right. Then he turned, grinned, and grabbed his father's paw. I like this place, he said softly. Patch gave his paw a gentle squeeze. It likes you too. As they continued walking, the forest began to change. Towering trees grew thinner, and soft moonlight spilled through the branches, bathing the ground in silvery patterns. The air felt lighter here, tinged with the faint scent of blooming flowers and honey. All right, so we get paused for a moment. Just put the page break in here too. So then he turned. And that's where I do the page break. And then, okay. Pause for a moment, closing his eyes. When the trees finally gave way, I could probably fit, trim it with a the grass in the meadow, shimmered with I think I'm going to move this on to the next page. That part of it. But it doesn't, it feels weird if I do that though. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking it. What do you guys think? How you guys doing, by the way? How are you all? How are you doing? Out there in Twitch land and YouTube land. I'm really glad you're here, by the way. I'm really, really glad you're here. And thank you so much for spending your time, with me and hanging out. It's my great honor to have you here. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So when the trees finally gave way, they stepped into a vast moonlit clearing. The grass in the meadow shimmered. Do I? So that's the question, right? That's the question. Is it? Do I continue like that? When the trees finally gave way, they stepped into a vast moonlit clearing. The grass in the meadow shimmered with a silvery glow. Or do I cut this? When the trees finally gave way, they stepped into a vast moonlit clearing. Next page. The grass in the meadow shimmered with a silvery glow, swaying. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I feel like that's gonna feel. I don't know. I mean, I can always go back and change it, of course. You know, and I probably will. But I think for now, I think that's. I feel like that's gonna be the better way. The trees finally gave way. The grass, and the meadow shimmered with a silvery glow. Okay, so we do the break there, and this is the end of that. Of this section. Because now we move into. Oh, look at that! I got the page numbers right too. That's awesome. So now we move into the meadow, and I think we're gonna need to have. This is the bigger of the sections. I think the last one we added 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna need at least 8, I think, for this one, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be okay. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's add. Let's add 8 pages. Okay, and then if we need more, we need more. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go back up here. Oh, we gotta get rid of that. Don't want that in there. You know, I should make sure that I remove that for these pages that are. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Not that it's going to show up, and not that it's going to matter, but you know, I want to make sure that we don't have any issues when it comes to print. And there shouldn't be. I mean, there shouldn't be any issues whatsoever. But I know me, and I know that that'll be on my mind as it, you know, as I submit it and wait for, you know, publishing and stuff like that. Okay, so we're on to the next thingy. All right, so we're naturally going to do a page break right here, and yeah, okay, that's happening right here. There we go. All right, so I want to make sure that I have the right stuff where it's going. Grass in the meadow shimmered with a silvery glow, swaying gently and waving hello. Above, the endless stars filled the sky, twinkling in hues of blue, gold, and lavender. It was as if the whole world had paused, waiting for them to step into its magic. In the center of the meadow stood 2 magnificent trees, their presence anchoring the world around them. One bright and wild, the other calm and steady. So, I'm thinking if the I was thinking maybe I could put something over on this right hand page, like on the right hand side, like a, I don't know, like some sort of like a, maybe an image, maybe a, I don't know, I don't know, something could be something cute, could be nothing, just could be plain. I just leave it plain. Yeah. I mean, let's leave it plain for now. All right, so let's go to the meadow. So the meadow is definitely going to be a little bit longer. Um, Although, actually the meadow, space filling with excitement, pollen, until we make music too, Papa. The trees will always be here. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, so this is a little bit longer. Okay, let's do the next 3 paragraphs. So I think we can fit. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. All right, this is going to be another one of those cases where the. Wait, what is that? Why is there a weird thing there? I don't know what that is. Like, what's this? What is that? Oh, okay. Here, let me go back and let's do that, and then figure out what this thing is. Get rid of that, so we don't need that, and we'll do that. This magic dreamland patch. So your tree. Tree changes and grows with you. Okay, so let's move this down. Here again, we're gonna play with the P, but I'm not gonna do too much with this one just right yet. Like it's gonna be like an image. Like the P will be here, and then the paragraph will flow around it, kind of thing. I don't know what that's gonna look like yet, and that may shift some of these pages a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, and the first parts of the book, the paragraphs are too long for me to put 3 in, so okay, that's fine. So it's not going to be completely consistent, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, let's do page break. Another one right here. I think that's right. Yeah. Pause gas. Just like you. We'll keep changing just like you. Yep. And then go into this one. Pause stared up at the tree. Let's do. I'm gonna try 4 paragraphs in this next one. See if we can fit that. I think we can. I think we will. Yeah. All right. That's good. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. By the way, guys, if you're chilling out with us tonight or right now, I'm really happy you're here. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with a crazy panda. It really means the world to me. So we're going to be going until around 5 Eastern time. Then I'm going to take a break, go get some food, go for a walk. It's a beautiful day out, and 5 o'clock around here is gorgeous. I won't necessarily. You know what? I may stay out until the sun sets, because why not? We'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a walk and then come back, take a shower, come back on, and but we're gonna be playing games tonight in the Panda Den, which is my server. Would love to have you there if you want to come play with us. I don't know what we're gonna play yet. Our game paw hasn't said anything about it yet, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, hopefully we'll find out. But I would love to have you there, and you can come chill out. So there's a link right there for you. It's the Panda Den Discord. Would love to have you. All right. like I always said, like I said before too, and just realized that this is gonna pop up. You're gonna see things pop up for both YouTube and for Twitch. But yeah, uh, if you're hanging out on YouTube and you are enjoying everything so far, yeah, think about hitting those buttons. It's okay if not though. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. That's all right. I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad you're here. And same thing on Twitch. You don't have to follow. You don't have to do anything. I'm just glad you're here. And I hope you're having an amazing day. So I definitely am. Being here with you guys and doing this, I am very happy. This is living the dream. Patch nodded always, no matter where you go and what you do. So, I feel like we need to move into the next page because I don't think the next sentence can really be split. Or I don't really want to split the next sentence, I should say. Although, that's what I need right now. Running something peaceful. If I move this over, that will give me the room to be able to have that. Why did I do that? That'll give me the room to have like the next line there. That still doesn't work, huh? That's a bummer. All right. Think about this for a second. What can we do to... Can I fit this paragraph, this first paragraph, on that page? And then shift everything up a little bit? Do I want to do that, though? Does that still gives us like space to do our kind of filigree P, right? So, all right, postured up this tree. So if I need, all right, so we moved this page break down for now. So I'm gonna see like when I take this out, right? So we need to take this out. Do that. Then we slide over. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try these 3. Cross upon. All right. Let's make sure that let me make sure this worked out correctly. All right, because we're moving this, so this is going to live more like here. The surface shimmered at his touch like ripples across a pond, and he felt a warm tingling sensation spread through him. He giggled, turning back to his dad with a wide grin. It feels like it's saying hello. Patch chuckled, his own tree catching his gaze. That's because it is, little one. Papa, does your tree change too? Patch nodded. Stepping close to his own tree. Hans looked up. The trees ever look the same? I can certainly fit that in, I think. Yes, indeed. So then we're going to put next page break. Right there. All right. Cool beans. Next page. Patch smiled, shaking his head. Not exactly. We'll probably do the next 3 paragraphs here, I think. For sure. Might be able to do one more. Or do something similar that we did before. I'm going to get rid of that. So we're not going to need that either. The 2 sat in silence. So I'm going to copy this over first. So I think we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 5. Let's say it's 5 lines. Seam 2. The grass swayed gently, soft hum filling the air. Its roots beneath them seemed to. It's 4. Did I do 5? Was that my? It's 4. So I'm just gonna cut this. Oops, didn't do that right. Cut that. Nope. Try that again. Cut that. Put it in here. Boom, boom. Oops. Yeah, I got a tab. The 2 sat in silence for a moment, the meadow around them alive with quiet magic. The grass swayed gently, a soft hum filling the air as roots beneath them seemed to whisper secrets to one another. All right, that does flow fine. Good, good. So that page break happens. Seemed to whisper secrets. Seemed to. All right, and then let's see if we can fit the next 3. So these guys right here. All right. Cool. Pause a little closer to Patch. Patch kissed the top of his head. Tree with you. The meadow around them seemed to glow brighter, as though dreamland itself had heard their promise. The trees swayed gently, the leaves rustling in agreement, the stars above. I need to keep that as its own paragraph. As much as I want to add it here and split this way, I want to keep that paragraph together. So I'm gonna do the next page break. Here. And then we're going to start here. Right, let's get rid of the markers. The reason I have those markers at the top, by the way, are to make sure that I have the right formatting set in the page. So when I'm, if I add a page and it doesn't have a master sheet attached to it, having that little indication there will let me know. So that'll tell me that, oh, if I try to work with this page, it's not going to be formatted to the same standard as the other pages. Or that it doesn't have the proper text box, that kind of thing. So, that is why I do that. Anyways, all right, so we are adding the next, let's say next 4 paragraphs here. Boom, boom. Alright. Pause looked up at his dad, his face glowing. Patch smiled. Pause, his eyes lit up. You could do that too, Patch chuckled. Alright, so this next one, I don't think will fit. It might even stretch to the stars. Goes on to the next page. Right? I'm going to copy this quickly and get rid of it so that I can clear out that part. Again, just making sure there's no issues. You could do that, Patch chuckled. And if the tree grows high enough, it might even stretch all the way to the stars. Okay. Let's try the next 4. I think we pretty sure we can get these in. There's a lot of dialogue in these next few pages. So they're, you know, we're at the place where we want to be. Oh, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Is it? You know what? Hold on. I need to check something. All right, I am spelling that correctly. So why is it doing that? No, a lowercase, please. There we go. Learn spelling. Yeah, because that's learn spelling, because that's how it works, man. And pauses is that's his name, so yeah. All right, all right, all right. Okay, that's fun. All right, cool. So, you can patch that softly. So let me do the next. Let me add the page break so I don't forget, which happened where you could do that too. Patch shuttle. Even stretch is where that is. Boom. All right, and where you can pause, tilting his head. You know, I'm gonna have to break this one up, unfortunately. All right, but let's see how it looks. The whispers of. If we move to the next page. Whispers of, and it starts and ends there. Patch smiles wide. Of course, the wind here loves to sing. Just stretch out your arms and it'll pick up your tune, blending it with the rustling leaves and the whispers of. The whispers of trees weaving a symphony. Fuck me. I'm gonna move this sentence over. Yeah, because I'll play with that a little bit. Just stretch out your arms and it'll yeah. There, I'll clean that up later. To stretch out your arms. So this is our next page break is there. Now the fun part is if I decide to go and change like the font size or anything like that, we're gonna have to go back through all of it again. I'm not doing that. I actually very much like the font size that we picked. So we page break right there, and then pause. We can definitely do at least the next two. Right. And 1, 2 can definitely. I think we can definitely fit. I think we can definitely fit. I think we can fit. There is no I think we can definitely fit. Let's just do the regular. I'm just going to do a page break here instead of trying to whittle through. Constantly back against the tree. Wave of warmth settled over him. Okay, so then we're picking back up here. And I think we can fit 4. Let's see. Yeah, totally. All right, I dig that. So, what are you guys up to today? What's going on? How you doing? I know there's folks out there kind of hanging out, hanging out. Say hi. Don't be shy. I don't bite most of the time. um, hold on. I want to try something here. Patch set behind him. I don't think this entire thing. I don't think this sentence, this next one's gonna fit. Are all connected? Yeah, that needs to go on its own. That needs to go on its own thing. So that needs. I need that to stay together. So we need to add more pages. Let's add 4 more pages. There we go. Here we go. All right. Paul smiled sleepily. There we go. You know what I can do is add like art and stuff, like squigglies and things like that to some of the spaces where there's like, you know, I don't know. I can put some flowers in or something and make it seem like it's supposed to be there, right? The little spaces underneath the paragraphs is what I'm thinking. Like what we have over here. Like maybe I'll just put a little cute little, you know, a couple little flowers or something, right? And then you just continue on. It's not the end of anything. It's just a random picture of a flower. Why not? All right, pause, smile sleepily. I believe we can fit these 4 at least in here. I guess I did do Papa, like. Okay, I'm gonna have to, you know what? Let me write this down. So, all right, Papa. Okay, so I'm gonna look through because I think I like it better as Papa. Because if it's a capital P, 2 capital P's, like it almost would come out like Papa, right? And it's Papa. What's up? All right. Next line might fit, but might not. Yeah, it doesn't fit. However, we can definitely split this up. So I feel like this flows okay here. Now close your eyes and head back to it. So if I always let it go. Now close your. Yeah, I like that. I dig that. Okay. So I split it there, and then we're going to continue. So we're actually nearing the end of this. Oh, you know what? We totally moved into the next section. I didn't even realize it. That'll begin to show. Patch's voice carried through the calm, steadying, soothing. Dreamland is always here, always close the horizon. Meadow began to glimmer softly, its edges blurring with the fading colors of a dream. Over the trees and softened the dream seemed to carry him back towards the warmth of home. All right, so that's going to be the natural ending to that part. So I fucked up. My apologies for the swearing. I messed up. Um, so make music too, Papa. Pause, close his eyes for a moment. It's a pretty smart guess. Pause in the tree. He's carried through the calm, the meadow, his eyes. Pause happy, patch that beside him. Um, where did that begin? Okay, camera back. Okay, so this is the break. This is the actual break right there. And we move into so just like that, so wherever you go, we do just for him. Warmth of home. So we break there. Okay. Okay. So warmth of home. When his eyes fluttered open, we moved to a new page. And this new page is going to be over here. So when his eyes fluttered open is where we're going to start again. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm gonna copy everything back in. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Get rid of these. And then we move over here. Alright, so we have this moving when his eyes fluttered. And in this thing I never really officially made it a section. So let's officially make it a section. And you know what? I should title these all the same so that I know where this is home. Dreamlands, meadow. The cottage. I mean, yeah, might as well. Right. Okay, so that does that, and then we go down, down to home. All right, so we've got. I can fit. I think I can fit X4, and then still have room for that sort of stylized P that I want. Though at the same time, do I really care that much about having? I don't know. I don't know. Like, do I really care about having like a stylized P and W and stuff? You know, like, is that? Yeah, I do. I do care about that. So I'm thinking about this. Maybe I'm gonna take like a copy of the books and like put a thing over here so it sort of continues over. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anyways, yeah. Let's keep that as that. Let's keep that as that. So we're doing a page break after this. We're gonna do that there. All right. Um. Yeah, I can get rid of these guys too. So the actually, I was going to delete this page. Delete two pages. There we go. All right. All right. We are in the home stretch here, guys. We're in the home stretch. There we go. You know, I want to try something here. I want to see if I do that. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay. That's fine. All right. Plastic size glowing. So I'll see you there too. The room grew quieter. So I feel like these last couple of pages can be we just do that. Although maybe we want to move over. We can fit 1, 2, 3 lines, I think. Let's do that. Let's see how it looks. Right? Let's see how it looks. The room grew quieter. His pauses breathing softened. His pauses breathing softened, falling into a steady rhythm of sleep. Patch lingered for a moment, watching over his cub, the warmth of the fire reflecting peace in his heart. Sleep well, little one, Patch whispered, his voice full of quiet tenderness. He leaned in, placing another gentle kiss on Paz's forehead. I'll see you at the tree. The room was filled with the soothing crackle of fire, and outside the window, the forest swayed softly under the silver light of the moon. Patch padded quietly back towards the fire. He settled into his chair, letting the peace of the night surround him. All right, so this is the technical end of the story, and then we move into another area which I haven't named. I mean, I call it Coda in the thing, but I feel like there should be something else. Like, I have an idea for what I want to put here for an image, so that we follow the same sort of thing here, but we don't necessarily even have to do that. Because we can we could just put in um a simple picture and then start the story, so we know that it's not the same exact thing, right? So I'm thinking maybe this is where we start to introduce color, or maybe not. Like, if I take I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna take this one, copy that. Come in here. I just want to see if this will work and how this would look. Right? So select this. And, come on. Why you do that? Why are you doing that? I want you to move. Heckin'. Okay, there we go. That's weird. I don't know why that was doing that, but all right. Let's see if can I change the I know this is probably better done in like an app, but or in the oh my god, I just blew it. I just destroyed the I just destroyed it. All right, so I'm gonna try doing a quick edit over here instead. Here, let me move you guys over so you can see what I'm doing. So basically, I'm taking this. I'm gonna copy busts, right? I'm gonna we're gonna make a new document. Let's do that. Sure. All right. Paste him in. All right. And I'm gonna take him, shrink him up a little bit, and then I want to change the transform navigator, street color histogram, brushes stock. Sure. Composite red. Let's try. It's fascinating. So what I really want to do is try to get it to do black and white, right? Sort of like that. Like, I kind of dig that. I wonder if I were to bring that back in now. Like, I don't know if this will work or not, but let's see. If I bring this back in, I go like that. Nope, did not copy it over. What if I do that? Come back over here. I'm gonna go like that. I'll probably paste the. Oh, it's not pasting at all. Oh, that's interesting. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'll play with that. I'll play with that a little bit. Copy. Paste. Nothing. All right. Let's try. Is there like an insert? Or you know what I can do? Hang on. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I don't have that sign in over here, so I'm not going to do that there. Let's do it over here. And let's go to Canva. 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 I would show you what I'm doing, but I haven't set this. I haven't set this thing up yet or I haven't set this browser up to be able to play in the thingy. So it's only going to take me a moment here to do this. While I'm doing this, though, I tell you what we can do. Let me run one of the. Let's do the ref sheet. So the ref sheet's really cool. It's this. This is what I'm looking at right now, and I have a time lapse for it, so we can see like how Julian um, came to the poses and everything else. A lot of it was stuff that I was telling him and whatever, but a lot of this is also his own take on things. And I really love it. It came out almost exactly the way I imagined these boys would come out, and so I'm very very happy about that too. But I'm gonna play for you the time lapse, which is really fun. So you can see sort of the creation of the boyos. And while that's running, I'm going to be using another app to pull in some stuff. So I'm going to create a new thingy. I want to do a custom size. I'm going to go 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. Create. All right, now I'm going to copy, actually paste this in. There we go. And then I'm going to take this and turn this into black and white. All right, 700 by 715 by 988. Let's resize. 715 by 988. Perfect. That's good. All right, now to So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to take this image and try to turn it into a black and white image. I have some filters that'll let me do that. Should let me do that. And still retain a lot of the detail. So we want it to, we want it to blend in. All right, cool. Now, let me see if I can paste this in. Nope. Won't let me paste that in. That's okay. We will download that. Set that to double size, transparent background, download. But it's really fun watching this, watching the Julian go at it. Like it's amazing seeing the process, and I don't know. I think it's super cool. Excuse me. I'm hoping the music is the right loudness for you guys to be able to hear it as well. Alright, I'm going to try moving this thing from... Let's see if that'll work. Ah, totally. Dig that. Alright. And then I don't think I'm going to even do a title. I don't think I'm even going to do a title on this. So let me show you, now that you've seen that that time, or you've seen the ref sheet, which is kind of cool. I'm using the image from the right hand side. I'm going to put that into the book this way. So that way, we're tied into, the black and white over here, and even though there's no shading, we move into that, and I think it works. I'm okay with it, at least for right now. But this is sort of where we go into the this is where we go into the sort of the end of the story. As the story fades, and so I'm going to bring in the first 4 sentences. I'm going to put them in here for now. Oops, did not mean to do that. And I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna put this over here. I feel like this can live here. There's no problems. Because this area doesn't really necessarily have to have a title. This is for the reader. So I'm gonna move this over too. Move this over here as well. And we're gonna shrink this down. We're gonna shrink this down a little bit. We're gonna bring this up a little bit so we can see the entire thing, and then we can fix this one. Bring this out a little bit. There we go. I kind of dig that. Maybe off to the side there. Maybe I'll wrap the text around it. Could totally do that. Let's add a text box. Like right in here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Can I select that, please? Thank you. So I want to add. Nope. I want to add a box. Heckin'. Let's do that. Won't let me do it that way. I'll do it this way. And I'm sure there's a way to make this a lot easier on myself, but for right now, I want to try it out. I want to see how this would look if we if I take that, let's say, I copy that, I go up in here and I put that there. As the story fades, another voice, light and whimsical, calls out to you. Yes, you, friend, the one holding this tale. If I move this down, maybe move that over a little bit too. Right. Let's give it our thing. As the story fades, another right. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it. I think that's no. I don't like this at all. I don't dislike it, but I don't feel like it works. And I'm not sure if this feels better centered. Let's keep it centered for now. Let's keep it centered for now, and then if I want to change it, we might even change the image. But really, this is like the love letter to to you, to the reader. So let's get rid of that. Do that. And then another part of what I want to do is to add a build your own tree type thing. So that's gonna be like in the that's gonna be, I guess, right after this, right? Because I want them to be able to like write down their own stuff, like what their own tree looks like, and give them some examples, sort of what a tree, what the tree could look like, or what their what's possible to put into the thing. right? That's sort of one of the things that I want to do. I think though before, so I think the next thing I want to do, now that we've got, you know, all of this stuff kind of lined up, and I need to add 2 pages. We need to add 1, 2, 3, 4 pages at least, because we need to do a copyright page. And I can do this. I could probably do this like, maybe I could do this like as along with stuff, you know. Let's clean that up a little bit. So, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Just plain old simple, centered. I guess, you know what? Let's just do this like we have all the other stuff. It just doesn't feel right though. Maybe let's change the font size. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. So this is like just a generic sort of cover page, or the title page, where we'll have, you know, my name and the name of the illustrator, so Julian, and then we go onto the cover page, or this thing. I'll do like thank yous for here, which I'm not going to do on stream. This is like the folks that have helped me along the way in helping me like find my voice with all of it. And you know, I'm eternally grateful for all that help. You guys have been amazing. Okay, and then we don't need to do really anything else, I don't think. You know, then we have I guess the title page, like this would be just before we get into the book though, right? Sort of, I think this would end up being like down here, right? And can I get rid of that line? Why won't it let me get rid of the lines? Let's get rid of these completely and then see if I can. No? Won't let me do it? Let's delete that page. Let's add a page. 1. Yeah, I don't know why this is doing this. It's so weird. Like, I don't know why the letters are on there. They're just stuck. Seem like they're stuck. And what happens? What happens to my? Oh, you know what? I erased it on my own because I'm silly that way. I'm going to do that, right? And then I think that I think I'm gonna have the copyright page after like the acknowledgement stuff. Yeah, I don't know why this is still. Let's get rid of that. Oh, it's treating it as a. It's treating it as a graph. Okay, I see what's happening now. Do 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 do. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna have the. I don't know what I'm gonna have there. I'm gonna have something there. There'll be a blank page, and then over here, I guess we do acknowledgements. Right, and then see if that's a text or if that's an image thing. That's just it's just freaking out. Is that all that is? It's just freaking out. All right, I'll let it freak out. I'll let it do its thing. Let me try though adding page before. Let's do one page before. Actually, let's do two pages before because it's gonna default to that. And then swipe that. And let's delete those 2 pages. So this will be the title page. Title page. And I'm gonna come up with a graphic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy crap. Fat panda fingers. Title page here, acknowledgements, copyright, maybe some sort of an image over there. This doesn't need to be that big. Really. It's gonna be like that, right? We can push this down. Do something up here. I don't know what this is gonna be. Do something there. That means I'm gonna have to start checking my PO box because I don't think they actually come in and tell me like I have stuff. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so I'm gonna have to go take a really quick break. I'm gonna grab something to eat, and when we come back, we're gonna go through and read the entire thing. A lot of it's gonna be for placement, so I may stop and shift a couple of things here and there, but I'm gonna try to do the reading all the way through. Just because it would be really fun to read it all the way through. But yeah, hang around. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna go pee and grab some food quick, and then we'll move into all the other stuff. So hang out, hang on, have fun. I'll be back.
If you ever feel alone, I'm right by your side. I'll make you whole. If you ever lose sight, I'll be your guide. I'll be in your eyes. We can be the light upon the day when the darkness starts to break. Be the shelter from the rain. We can be the light upon the day when the darkness starts to break. Be the shelter from the rain.
You know what time it is?
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 It's crime o'clock, baby.
It's crime club. But no, I can't say that. It's not like a...
It's alright, I'll say it myself. You know what time it is?
No.
It's crime club.
Ma! Ma! Are you serious with the vacuum right now? You really have to do that here? I'm saying my catchphrase, everybody's watching! God!
You're 22 living in my house. There is no God.
Sorry, guy.
Thank you, Mr. Buttons. We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
No, you gotta kill me.
Sir, what?
You gotta kill me.
Sock puppet parody.
I just saw the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Are socks getting ripped to freaking shreds?
No. Puppies everywhere!
You know what's even more great? East Lake Pet Orphanage. Thank you so much, Gas Monkey, for the continued sponsorship. Check out our Patreon. We have extended versions of the video. I'm pretty hungry, Johnny.
Maybe we could go get a little chop suey.
Don't touch it!
I never get to eat.
Great. When is your violin concert?
June 15th.
What's the day today?
June 11th. Can you come to my concert? Can you?
Sure.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say it is very exciting to be in a room with you, Mr. Tolkien. Okay, we loved publishing The Hobbit. Can you tell us a bit about this next book? It's about a magic ring. Yeah. Given to an heir. Yeah. Who must destroy all evil. Yeah. On a magic quest. What happens next? They walk, 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 walk. Someone is following them. Walk, walk, hide, walk, walk, walk. Steal some mushrooms. Get on the boat. Walk, walk, walk. Elves for the first time. Wow. Walk, walk. Nighttime walk, walk, walk. Attacked by tweez. Okay, it's a lot of walking. I'm not a third of the way through! Walk, walk, meet a weird bush guy. Walk, walk, finally a town. Safe, safe, eat, rest. Show everyone their secrets. Get the fuck out of there. Run, run, they got a new toll guy. Run, scared, stab a Dementor. Ride, run, run, ride. Dementors can't swim. Fuck back to Azkaban. Okay, well that seems like a good place to end it. We'll publish it. I'm almost halfway. Rest, rest, a bunch of elves. They've seen elves before, but now they got a dwarf. Walk, walk, heaps of walking. Path is blocked. Walk underground. Orc, run, a Balrog has come. Kick him in the arm. You shall not fuck with me. Walk, walk, I'm sick of elves. Get on a boat. Bottom is an asshole. Motherfuckers on a magic quest. Fellas in the fellowship doing what they do best. What if for a while they rode a massive hawk? I think I'd prefer if they...
Show yourself. Be careful. Even in defeat, Saruman is dangerous.
I just realized that my microphone has been off. Holy shit. Hi. What's up, guys? How's it going? How are you? So, I've just been playing with some images and you've seen me sort of doing stuff. I'm sorry that I didn't have the mic on and that you couldn't hear anything, but that's okay. I guess you didn't really need to hear me anyways. So the images that I brought in over here, these are potential to use someplace, but I'm not necessarily sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually use them anywhere. These come directly from the images that are, used throughout the book. The cottage and the meadow, and, over here in here in the meadow, and then of course at home. I didn't use any of the home ones for any of the home stuff except for this really cool. I think this looks kind of cool. This like extended sort of what do you call it? Extended little thing. Bookcase. It's called a bookcase. All right, so let's do this shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up to here. I'm gonna go view and say preview mode so that we get rid of the all that. I'm gonna go into tab, and this way we can move page up and page down. There we go. How about that? Let me see if I can blow this up. Can I blow this up a little bit? I can. That's cool. All right, and I'm also, because we don't need to look at it, I'm gonna get rid of that. So this is the book. It needs to be edited tiny bit, and I'm probably gonna change layouts a little bit. I may try to move this paragraph up a little bit. And, there's some other stuff I'm gonna try to do, but for the most part, it's done. I need to add a few more pages with a picture of me and a thing for the back cover, and do the cover itself, which is that's going to be a beast. I might do that one tomorrow. I think I might do that tomorrow because that's going to be a tough one to tackle, and we're going to be doing it in what do you call it? We're going to do that in Affinity Photo. So that ought to be interesting because I'll be learning Affinity Photo. I am not super duper familiar with, so we'll be sort of learning at the same time all together. It's similar to any graphics application, though, using layers and everything else. So let's grab some water. All right, total read time on this is probably about 20-25 minutes. So we should be done by about 5:30 Eastern, and then we'll go say hi hello to some folks. But let's go ahead and read this, and I'm going to keep the microphone fairly close because I realized yesterday that it probably wasn't the greatest. I'm also going to go turn off my air conditioner so that we're not hearing that weird rattle noise in the background as I'm reading this. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Excuse me. All right. Right on. Okay, so let me bring this back up here. I'm just going to bring my stream up so I can see what's going on and make sure everything's working the right way. And it is. Everything's going good. Looks like we've only had a 1% skip frames over the course of the entire thing, so that's good as well. That'd be like 6,000 frames over the 63,000 something. It's very low, probably barely even noticeable. That just means like instead of 60 frames, you see 59. And so that shouldn't really be a huge issue. That's entirely possible. There could be a small glitch, a small little thing, but that's fine. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Heck, I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. Okay. All right, so here we are, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead and read I'll See You at the Tree, a short story by me, Patch D Panda. This is the first time going through this as an actual book, with most of the formatting that's going to have. So very exciting. I'm very excited about this. All right, let's have some fun. In a quiet corner of the bamboo forest, nestled beneath a canopy of swaying leaves, stood a small, cozy hut made entirely of bamboo. Soft light spilled from its windows, casting a warm glow on the forest floor, where fireflies danced like tiny lanterns in the night. Inside, the gentle pop and hiss of the hearth filled the room with a soothing rhythm. The walls outside the hut were adorned, or walls of the hut were adorned with simple decorations, hand-carved wooden shelves lined with small trinkets and books, and a woven rug that softened the bamboo floor. The air carried a faint scent of herbs drying near the hearth, mingling with the smoky aroma. Oh, that's not working. Shift page down? Page down? Oh, I don't have it selected. That's why. Oh, I think I found our first issue. Possibly. Yeah, because that's missing some stuff. So hang on, I gotta fix that. Because I can't let that one go. I cannot let that one go. All right, let's pull in the right information. And actually, I see what happened. Here, let's do that. Oh, no, it didn't actually copy all that stuff over. All right. Well, that's weird. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let's do this and replace that. So for some reason, I managed to erase the aroma of the fire, but that's okay. It's all good. Here, I'm gonna jump out of this view for 1 second so that I can make this quick change. So let me move this up. Okay. Oh, we're already in preview mode. All right, cool. Boom. Here we go. I'm going to start over. In a quiet corner of the bamboo forest, nestled beneath a canopy of swaying leaves, stood a small, cozy hut made entirely of bamboo. Soft light spilled from its windows, casting a warm glow on the forest floor, where fireflies danced like tiny lanterns in the night. Inside, the gentle pop and hiss of the hearth filled the room with a soothing rhythm. The walls of the hut were adorned with simple decorations, hand-carved wooden shelves lined with small trinkets and books, and a woven rug that softened the bamboo floor. The air carried the faint scent of herbs drying near the hearth, mingling with the smoky aroma of fire. Patch, a kind and gentle panda, sat on a low cushion near the flames, his young cub paws nestled comfortably in his lap. The two were wrapped in a soft blanket, sharing a peaceful moment before bedtime. Shadows danced gently across their faces, a silent witness to countless nights filled with laughter and love. Paz's eyes, Paz's curious eyes sparkled with excitement as his papa cleared his throat to tell a tale. Paz loved story time. Stories about wizards and witches, pirates and kings, stories filled with adventure and mystery. But tonight he didn't want just any old legend or adventure. He wanted to hear his favorite story, a tale about a special place and a magical tree. Paz glanced at the moonlight dancing through the leaves outside his bedroom window. Papa, Paz began, looking to his father with wide, inquisitive eyes. Can you? Oh, this is messed up too. Oh, I hope that's not going to be a thing. So leaves. Okay, so it's probably just that. All right. Sorry, guys. Can you tell me that story again? Can you? Where's the? Tell me that story again. So that's where the pickup is. So this is gonna go. This is gonna mess everything up. Can you? Yeah, this is gonna mess up the next few pages. All right, so important is the next thing down, but I think. Oh, actually, that works. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Take it. You know what? Let me save. just in case. Just in case. All right. Paz glanced at the moonlight dancing through the leaves outside his bedroom window. Papa, Paz began, looking to his father with wide, inquisitive eyes. Can you tell me that story again? The one about Dreamland and the special tree? Patch smiled warmly. Of course, little one. The low flames murmured in the background, sending ribbons of amber across the cozy bamboo walls. Paz let out a small yawn, rubbing his eyes with the back of his paw. Patch smiled down at his cub, scooping him up gently and carrying him across the room. A warm shimmer followed their path, guiding them as Patch laid Paws into the soft bed nestled in the corner of the hut. The bed was surrounded by small shelves holding trinkets and treasures, a pine cone from a forest walk, a smooth pebble found by the stream, and a tiny lantern that cast a faint, soothing glow. Paws snuggled into the blankets as Patch tucked them snugly around him, leaning in slightly, his voice soft and steady. Do you know why that tree is so important? Paws blinked up at him, his eyes wide, shimmering in the firelight. Because it's the biggest tree in all of Dreamland? Patch chuckled, giving Paws a gentle squeeze. Not just that. It's because that tree holds all the dreams we've ever had. It's our special place, a place where we can go whenever we close our eyes. Paws wiggled happily under the blanket, settling deeper into its cozy folds. The excitement reflected in his curious eyes as he looked up at his father, in anticipation growing. Tell me the story, Papa. I'm ready. Patch smiled, soothing a paw over his head. Very well, little one. Close your eyes and let's go there together. Patch began weaving a story like a spell, his voice soft and enchanting. Close your eyes. Imagine you're stepping into Dreamland, a place where even your silliest ideas can come to life. Every thought, every hope, every dream shapes the world around you. Paws let out a soft sigh, his body sinking deeper into the bed as the cozy warmth of the room began to fade. The amber cast of the fire melted into a silvery light that seemed to dance across his closed eyelids. The hum of the bamboo hut transformed into a soft symphony of distant wind chimes and rustling leaves. The room melted away as Paws drifted into the story. When he opened his eyes again, the world had changed. The walls of his bedroom were gone, replaced by majestic towers majestic towering trees that climbed endlessly upward. The forest beauty stretched on forever in all directions. It felt safe, warm, and open, and it was quietly inviting them to explore. Side by side, Paws and Patch walked deeper into the magical forest. The air felt alive, cool and crisp against their fur, carrying the faint sweet scent of blooming flowers and earthly moss. The light was soft and silvery, filtered through a canopy of trees, whose branches seemed to reach endlessly towards the stars. The ground beneath their paws was soft and cool, blanketed in moss that glowed faintly in the moonlight. Small mushrooms glowed in shades of blue and violet, peeked out from the roots of the trees, their tiny caps swaying gently as if nodding hello. Each tree had its own character. Some trunks were rough and ancient, their bark etched with patterns that looked like forgotten runes. Others were smooth and glimmering as though made of polished stone. Vines hung lazily from the branches, dotted with tiny blossoms that pulsed with a faint glowing light. A dance of color stirred through the leaves as they whispered softly in the wind. Paws stepped closer to one of the trees, reaching out his small paw to touch its trunk. The surface was warm and smooth. He could feel a faint pulse as if it had a heartbeat of its own. He grinned, his voice filled with wonder. "It feels alive, Papa. Like it's happy to see me." Patch knelt beside him, placing a gentle paw on his shoulder. His voice low and steady, like a comforting melody. "That's because it is, little one. These trees are a part of Dreamland, and Dreamland is a part of you. When you're here, the forest feels your dreams, just like you can feel its heartbeat," Patch explained. "The trees hold the stories and dreams of everyone who's ever walked this land." Paws looked up, his gaze traveling to the towering branches above, their leaves rustling softly in the breeze as though whispering secrets to one another. "Do the trees talk to each other, Papa?" Patch smiled. "They do. Their roots run deep, stretching out beneath the ground. They share their strength and their stories, their dreams with one another. That's how they grow so tall and so strong, by holding each other up." The trees swayed gently, their roots reaching deep like quiet messengers beneath the earth, linked in a network as old as time. The little panda looked down, imagining a hidden world beneath his feet. "So all the trees are friends?" "Exactly," Patch said with a soft laugh. "Just like us." The forest hummed with quiet life. Birds with plumage like jewels darted through the branches, their songs weaving a melody that seemed to follow Patch and Paws wherever they went. A family of foxes with fur that shimmered like polished copper darted playfully between the trees, their laughter like the tinkling of tiny bells. Nearby, a cluster of rabbits, brushed in spun silver, nibbled on glowing grass, their long ears twitching in the rhythm of the breeze. Squirrels with bushy stardust-coated tails dashed up and down the trunks, their bright eyes twinkling with mischief. Paws giggled, pointing to a tiny bird that had landed on a low branch nearby. Its feathers shimmered like liquid gold. It bobbed its head, chirping curiously at them. "I think they like us, Papa," Paws whispered excitedly. Patch chuckled. "They do." "They do. They're saying they want to be your friend." Paw's eyes lit up. He took a step closer, moving gently so he wouldn't scare them. Then he gave a polite bow. "Hello, my name is Paws. It's a pleasure to meet you." To his delight, the bird bowed back, fluffed its feathers, and let out a soft musical chirp, then fluttered to a lower branch, closer to eye level. "Did you see that, Papa?" Paws said in awe, glancing back at his dad. "I think they understand me." Patch smiled, watching the exchange. "Of course they do. Everything here listens and understands with more than just ears." Paws reached up, and the bird hopped forward, resting briefly on his outstretched paw before flitting away in a trail of golden light. He stood there for a moment, still and glowing with wonder. Then he turned, grinned, and grabbed his father's paw. I like this place, he said softly. Patch gave his paw a gentle squeeze. It likes you too. As they continued walking, the forest began to change. The towering trees grew thinner, and soft moonlight spilled through the branches, bathing the ground in silvery patterns. The air felt lighter here, tinged with the faint scent of blooming flowers and honey. Paws paused for a moment, closing his eyes and taking a deep breath. The air was fresh and sweet. It smells so nice here, he murmured, his voice full of wonder. The gentle rustle of leaves gave way to the soft murmur of a nearby brook, its clear waters reflecting the sparkling stars above. When the trees finally gave way, they stepped into a vast moonlit clearing. The grass in the meadow shimmered with a silvery glow, swaying gently and waving hello. Above the endless star-filled sky twinkling in hues of blue, gold, and lavender, it was as if the whole world had paused, waiting for them to step into its magic. In the center of the meadow stood two magnificent trees, their presence anchoring the world around them. One bright and wild, the other calm and steady. Paws gasped, his eyes lighting up with delight. "It's my tree, Papa," he exclaimed. "Look at it, it's rainbow color tonight, and the branches twist like candy canes." Right next to it, Patch's tree was steady and grounding, its trunk a rich, warm brown, and its branches strong and spreading. The leaves shimmered softly in the silver and gold, glowing faintly in the moonlight. It felt peaceful, just what he needed. "The magic of dreamland," Patch said, almost whispering. "Your trees change and grow with you and your dreams. It's always here, and it will always give you what you need. Sometimes it will be bright and playful, other times calm and steady. It'll keep changing, just like you." Paw stared up at his tree. "So if I need something different tomorrow, my tree will change?" "Yes, exactly," Patch said, kneeling beside him. "Your tree will always give you what you need, no matter how many times you visit. All the trees are connected, just like the ones in the forest. Their roots stretch deep, intertwining with mine and the trees of everyone who holds a piece of your heart." Oz looked down as though trying to see the roots beneath his feet, imagining an invisible thread stretching far beneath him. "So, our trees are connected?" Patch nodded. "Always. No matter where you go or what you dream, your tree will always be there, and so will I. Every tree here has a story, and all those stories connect, weaving something bigger than just one tree. That's part of what makes Dreamland so special." Oz took a step closer to his tree, his outstretched fingertips brushing against the rainbow-colored bark. The surface shimmered at his touch like ripples across a pond, and he felt a warm, tingling sensation spread through him. He giggled, turning back to his dad with a wide grin. "It feels like it's saying hello." Patch chuckled, his own tree catching his gaze. "That's because it is, little one. Your tree is alive with your dreams. Every time you visit, it grows a little more, becoming more and more a part of you." Oz looked back at the tree, wonder filling his eyes. "Papa, does your tree change too?" Patch nodded, stepping closer to his own tree, its branches stretching wide, their leaves swaying softly in the moonlight, casting gentle shadows on the meadow. "It does. My tree is calm tonight, its branches strong and steady. That's what I need right now. Something grounding, something peaceful." Oz looked up. "Did the trees ever look the same?" Patch smiled, shaking his head. "Not exactly. Every tree is unique, just like our dreams, just like the dreams they hold. But sometimes they share things, like their roots or the way their branches reach for the stars. It's how they remind us that even though we're all different, we're all connected." Paw sat down on the soft, glowing grass at the base of his tree, leaning back against its trunk. The bark felt warm and smooth against his fur, and he sighed, a content smile spreading across his face. "I think my tree is happy tonight, Papa. I feel safe here." Patch settled beside him, resting against the tree. That's what dreamland is, little one. A place where you're always safe, always loved. No matter where you are, your tree will be here waiting for you. The two sat in silence for a moment, the meadow around them alive with quiet magic. The grass swayed gently, a soft hum filling the air as the roots beneath them seemed to whisper secrets to one another. The sky above was painted with stars, their light casting a gentle glow over the entire clearing. It felt timeless, as though the world had paused just for them. Pause turned to Patch, his voice a soft whisper, "Can we stay here forever?" Patch smiled, wrapping an arm around his cup. "We can stay as long as you like. And even when you wake up, this place will always be here, waiting for you. All you have to do is close your eyes and imagine being here, and you'll return instantly." Paws snuggled closer to Patch, his small paw resting on his father's. "Then I'll come back every night, Papa. Every single night." Patch kissed the top of his head, his voice soft. "And I'll always be here, little one. Right here, under the tree, with you." The meadow around them seemed to glow a little brighter, as though dreamland itself had heard their promise. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling in agreement, and the stars above twinkled, as if winking down at the two pandas. Paws looked up at his dad, his face glowing with excitement. "Papa, what else can we do here? Can we play?" Patch smiled, gesturing towards the meadow. "In dreamland, you can do anything you can imagine. Want to run through the fields? Chase butterflies? Build the tallest sandcastle by the shore of a glowing lake? It's all possible here." Paw's eyes lit up. "We could chase fireflies." He pointed to the edge of the clearing where tiny lights flickered like stars brought to earth. "Or what if we climb the tree all the way to the top?" "You could do that," Patch chuckled. "And if the tree grows high enough, it might even stretch all the way to the stars." Paws giggled, bouncing slightly where he sat. "Could we make cloud shapes, like big puffy ones that float above the meadow?" Patch nodded, lifting his gaze toward the sky. "Of course. The clouds here will change into anything you want. A bunny, a dragon, even a giant donut." Paws laughed, clapping his paws together. "A donut would be silly, Papa. What if I wanted to swim in a rainbow?" "You can," Patch said softly. "And when you dive in, you'll feel the colors wrap around you, warm and soft like the sun, and cool like raindrops, all at once." Paws paused, tilting his head. "Could we make music too, Papa? Like with the wind?" Patch smiled, widened. "Of course. The wind here loves to sing. Just stretch out your arms, and it'll pick up your tune, blending it with the rustling leaves and the whispers of trees, weaving a symphony of sound throughout dreamland." Paws closed his eyes for a moment, as though imagining all the adventures they could have. When he opened them, his voice was full of wonder. "I think this place is just a playground in disguise." Patch chuckled. "That's a pretty smart guess. Not every playground needs swings, they just need imagination. This is where your dreams are free to be whatever you need them, whatever they need to be, because they belong to you." As Paws leaned back against his tree, a wave of warmth settled over him. The meadow seemed to embrace the stillness. The stars twinkled there softly above. The gentle hum of dreamland grew quieter, as though it were whispering a lullaby just for them. Patch's voice carried through the calm, steady and soothing. "Dreamland is always here, little one. All you have to do is close your eyes and let your imagination take you there." The meadow began to glimmer softly, its edges blurring like the fading colors of a dream. Paws let out a small sigh. The glow of the trees and the soft hum of dreamland seemed to carry him back towards the warmth of home. When his eyes fluttered open, he was back in the cozy bamboo hut, wrapped snugly in his blanket. The low light of the hearth danced across the walls. The gentle hiss and pop of its embers filled the room with a comforting cadence. Patch sat beside him, his kind smile touched by the fire's warm glow. What did you think of tonight's story? Paws smiled sleepily, his voice soft but full of wonder. I like how the trees are all connected, Papa. Like they're never alone, no matter what. Patch's gaze softened as he nodded. That's right, just like us. No matter where you go or what you do, we're always connected by the stories we share, the dreams we have, and the love we give. Paws blinked up at him, his eyes growing heavier with each moment. The tree will always be there because it's part of me, right? Patch leaned closer, smoothing the blanket around his shoulders. Exactly. And whenever you need it, you'll find it waiting for you. Paws yawned, burrowing deeper into the under the covers. Will you be there too, Papa? Patch pressed a gentle kiss to his cub's forehead. Always, little one. Now, close your eyes and head back to Dreamland, and I'll see you at the tree. A tiny smile spread across Paw's face as he nestled further into the warmth of his blanket. Good, he murmured, because I'll see you there too. The room grew quieter as Paw's breathing softened, falling into a steady rhythm of sleep. Patch lingered there for a moment, watching over his cub, the warmth of the fire reflecting the peace in his heart. Sleep well, little one, Patch whispered, his voice full of quiet tenderness. He leaned in, placing another gentle kiss on Paw's forehead. I'll see you at the tree. The room was filled with soothing crackle of fire, and outside the window the forest swayed softly under the silver light of the moon. Patch padded quietly back toward the fire. He settled into his chair, letting the peace of the night surround him. As the story fades, another voice, light and whimsical, calls out to you. Yes, you, friend, the one holding this tale, or listening in this case. Hey there! What does your special tree look like? Can you see it now, standing tall in your own dreamland? Look closely. How high are its branches? Are they low enough to swing from, or do they reach so high they brush the stars? Is there a swing hanging from one of its limbs? Maybe a treehouse nestled among the branches, waiting for you to explore? What kind of bark does it have? Is it smooth like polished stone, or does it feel rough and ancient, like it holds secrets from a time long past? Maybe it's fuzzy like the fur of a panda. What color shimmers on its surface? Is it warm and golden, or cool and silver, or something entirely your own? Take a deep breath. What's the scent around your tree? Is it sweet like blooming flowers, or earthy like fresh rain on the forest floor? And listen closely. Do you hear the soft rustle of leaves above, or the distant murmur of a nearby stream? Perhaps the air is alive with birdsong, or maybe it's simply still and quiet, like the pause between dreams. Now step back and take it all in. What's around your tree? Is it nestled in a meadow filled with wildflowers? Does it stand proudly by the edge of a sparkling lake? Or is it surrounded by a forest, its roots intertwined with 1,000 others? Remember, friend, this is your tree. It's as unique as you are, and it will always be here waiting for you. Don't be afraid to share this story with a friend. Tell them about your tree and invite them to imagine their own. Then your trees will find one another, their roots quietly intertwining beneath the ground. And wherever you go, and wherever you need it, just close your eyes and imagine. I'll see you at the tree. All right. That was really cool. That was really cool. I mean, I saw a few things that I need to kind of shift around and change, but that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for coming on that journey with me. There's going to be more. I need to go through, do some more edits. So I'm definitely going to be doing that more on future streams. And we're going to work, I think tomorrow we're going to work on the book cover mainly. I am going to read through again a couple times. I'm going to have AI read through. And then I'll make any like close final edits, I think, and then we'll do it again the day after that. And then I'm hoping next week to have it ready to publish, which I think would be pretty awesome. Hopefully that'll happen by next week. It's going to be published on Amazon, and then it takes a minute for that to show up, right? But that's okay. And this is the cover. We're going to be changing it a tiny bit. Well, not changing it. I'm expanding it. So we needed to fit a 3x5. I'm sorry, a 6x9 format. So we're going to be doing a little bit of squishing and copying, pasting, and I'm going to take the image and sort of reverse it and then flip it and put it down like on the other side on the left, and move the tree further to the right, so that's on the front cover. And we may have to be creative with some stuff. Maybe I'll do some blending in the photo app, and we're gonna have some fun with that. So I'm excited about it. And we're gonna figure out what we want to say on the back, which I guess is going to be sort of a quick synopsis of the story, and then we have to come up with some of the marketing stuff. So we got to do like the what are we going to say in the description for Amazon? What kind of keywords do we need? All that stuff. So I'm not going to air me going through that process necessarily, because there's some personal information that would be very easily seen through that. So at least this time round, I'm going to come up with all this stuff with you guys, and then I'll enter it privately. So I'll have it like off to the side as I'm doing it, and I'll tell you what I'm doing, give you a rough idea of what I'm doing at least. But so this was super fun. I'm stoked. We got a bunch done. I've been on for almost 4 hours. Got the layout pretty much, I think, where I want it. I'm gonna change it a tiny bit here and there, but yeah. Other than a few typos, a couple of really quick phrase changes, and there's one spot I might add a couple sentences, couple things in, but it's pretty much done. I'd say we're 99% there, for all of the time we've put into it so far. So that's super exciting. I'm really happy about that. Now we just need to find somebody to go hang out with. So let me go see who we have in our group that we can go chill with. We got Varric. Is doing, I don't know what game he's playing. Building her house of puzzle, faded. So puzzles are kind of fun. We might be able to do that. Sammy Fox is doing, what are you doing? Banana Dad Pew Pews before sock collab at 5. What? I wonder what a sock collab is. Sounds kind of fun. Let's see. We got Angel Paw is playing. Echo's playing. Don't know what that is. We got Tiger. We got a whole bunch of people. Holy moly. A lot of people playing right now. We got Norf. I haven't talked to Norf in forever. Trying to figure out like which game is going to be kind of the one to go to, right? So we do puzzles, I suppose, or let me just double check some stuff. I want to make sure that, because I do take preference or priority with folks that are in the Panda den. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into Sorry, I'm seeing something weird on Discord. It's throwing me a little bit. Let me see if there's anybody that's on streaming from the Discord right now. And I do not see. Wait, I gotta go into the right room. Okay, and it does not look like anyone's streaming at the moment. So, all right, we're gonna go hang out with. We're gonna go hang out with Faded, I think. Although, yeah, because Faded's doing puzzles. Oh, he's been up for 2 hours, so I'm not sure how long it was. Sammy's been up for 2 hours. Fox he's been up for 3 hours. Angel Paw. So I'm hesitant to go there because I don't know if that's if they're just gonna leave, which would be sad. Oh, all right. So they're playing Overwatch. So very different kind of game. All right, let's go talk to talk to Varric. Varric's been on for about 30 minutes. Varric is an absolute sweetheart. He's a buddy, and hold on, I need to pop this little thing out. There we go. He is a very good bean, very sweet bean. Looks like he's playing buddy. It switched my thing. Hang on. Yep. All right. The only weird thing about trying to do this is that BREKBD. All right. I want to see what game he's playing because I can't see what game he's playing. Where's the heck in audio? He's playing Eidolon, I guess. All right. Well, all right, that works. So we're gonna go say hi to. We're gonna go say hi to Varric. He's an absolute. He's just a great bean. So give him some love. Say hi. Thanks for spending some time with me. This crazy panda. I really appreciate having you here. And I just closed the window that I need to have open because it's right there. All right. There we go. That's what I would. Okay. Sorry. So I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna be doing next, but I'm gonna try to get back on tomorrow. But I know I definitely need snacks and a good friends with me by my side. So get your paws ready for the next adventure together. Socks optional, beans required. Keep browsing or keep being weird. Leave paw prints of kindness and stay safe. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have an awesome time. You're all amazing beings, and I love you. And I can't wait to see you again. May both sides of your pillow be cool. Take care, guys. Have an awesome day. And say hi to Varric for me.